Hi, hello, how are you? Welcome back to our channel. I'm your chef Tamer. Let's cook together with Chef Tamer. This is how I'm going to show you today that how we going to make it our traditional Indian bread, which is called paratha, and it's like a quick and short way I'm going to make and show you that what are the ingredients we're going to use first of all, and how we going to make it top to bottom like a five-star hotel to till the outside roadside shop, that the people make it very nicely with these things. And this is our one of the favorite food for everyone, youngsters and elders, and even those child nowadays actually. So it's long time digestion things, but still is very good for the health. The people really like it, and it's like a fast foodie actually. Let's see what are the ingredients we're going to use it now. I'm going to use 250 gram of all-purpose flour, and I'm going to use lukewarm water. This is just a tap water and as per required. And I'm going to use a salt and sugar and all-purpose oil, like it's a normal oil, and egg one piece. This is just small ingredients I'm using to build the paratha dough. So it's more easy and a simple method. You can see now what I'm going to do. I'm breaking the egg and putting in between the flour, and I'm going to use a pinch of sugar to give a taste, and it's help to improve like self rising the flour to bring the tendering the flowers. And I'm adding the salt for taste, the sprinkling on the sides, so it will help you that to bring the dough with a taste, and the texture will get changed, and it's helpful also for to building the combination of with the flour. Without salt it doesn't look nice taste, so I'm using little water. You can see that I'm just combining the water and yolk to first, and then adding the flour in second steps, slowly. I'm not going to use all the water in one time. So what will happen if I use so many water in one time? The water might be will extra because of the flour condition will be different for each flowers. When we go to buy in a supermarket, we cannot promise the flour it will be same flour all the time. The climate, the culture, the cultivation method in land, everything change the flour, so it doesn't going to make all the flowers same actually. So I'm using all purpose flour. Still it might be with the made with which country it will be different, which climate is going to be different. So I'm just using sprinkling the method little. So how much I the consistency until I reach, so I will add a little slowly, because of I don't want to be put 1 liter and adding more flour to spoil the taste of the dough. So I'm going to combine again little water to sprinkle, and I'm going to make the dough. I will skip little bit the video because I don't want to give a long time video. So you see that I am already combined. The dough is ready. I'm using little oil to folding the dough like a punching method to bring the softness of the dough, to give the gluten formation to nicely, to bring it into the softest tenderest texture. So even those gluten form, if I punching this way, it will help you a lot to bring the softness. Is not get the dough get warm or hot, because of usually people make dough in a machine with a hook or something, with a dough kneader or something. It will give a more heat into to produce in the dough in between, so the dough get what will happen, the dough usually get what will happen, usually the dough get temperature bring it, and it's not going to help. So now I am giving the dough resting. So why I'm covering, people use the wet towel or something, it avoid the crystal layer on the top, so it doesn't form, so it look nice actually. Yeah, you see that now I give half an hour rest and doesn't form any crystal layer on the top. So I'm going to divide the dough with the easy method, which is like I'm cutting the dough instead of using the scraper. I don't have a scraper. I'm using the knife to cut. It's not like wrong or something. That you can use it anything whatever you have. The people use traditional way to make it peda, but I cannot able to make peda here into wasting the energy and time in that. So I'm just making easiest way and quickest way to help you to finish the work as soon as possible. So I just divide into 9 pieces of this dough. I'm going to sprinkle some oil in the table first of all to make a smooth surface to handle it in between, like not to stick in the table together with the dough. I'm not using the rolling pin or something to roll the dough first of all. I'm using my finger to spread it the dough first, and I'm using traditional method. It's called witch and not witch. It's a witch. So I'm just doing slowly by hand. You can see that how we can make understand ourselves that dough came very nice. The way when we are making, if it's not tear in between the middle, you can see that very thin wafer. So if it's not teared, that means your dough is worked well and your paratha going to be success actually. So now I'm using little bit oil in between to spread, like to make like a puffy, like not to stick the layer together. So it's the easiest method what I'm going to do now. You see that I'm not using a lot of oil, just like sprinkle, and I'm taking out the dough with nicely, and I'm going to fold it like a bowl. You can see now it's ready. So I am going to again skip little video because I don't want to too much time consumption. I will roll it everything one time. You see now it's get ready already. That I'm using little bit the rolling pin to just make it flat it little bit, not so flat. If you make so flatty, what will happen? Your paratha doesn't going to be show the layer because of the oil layer which is creating the not to get together actually. If you make it very flat, the oil will come out from the dough, so it doesn't going to give you the layer actually. So I'm going to fry it in the pan, fry only. You can see that it's how soft I make it this one actually. You can see that. And still after making this flatness also, the applying oil also, I give some time for resting because of it need resting actually. It depends upon how much resting you are giving, the paratha will be quality. You see, as I said, I'm going to fry now. I already fry one, I am putting another one. The pan should be enough heat another ways. The paratha will get dry more, so it doesn't look nice enough in that to serve. It will be get like a wafers, like a similar like a soup sticks. So it's that hard, that crispy, we don't need it, cracker stage. And we need it is soft and tender texture. I'm just sprinkling more oil to make more softer actually. You can use ghee or butter if you wish to go, but it will be more cholesterol. If you like more cholesterol, you can use it. I'm using like a refined oil to bring it less easy. So you see, all of them I fried, it's enough. Now I'm going to give a pressure into that, bring it to the more softness, to bring it like a wafers to be separate. The layer when I give the pressure, so automatically it's come out everything. You see that how soft, how like tendery. You can see now the layers, every single layers come out very nicely like a puff S3. So it's ready. I'm just removing the crumble from the table so I can just start use for another purpose my stage. But I'm going to make today together with a paratha chicken kurma, that's called, with a very combination, good combination things. But I cannot able to show you in this video because of it will be more time consumption in one time, like bringing to the half an hour 1 hour video doesn't make you, it's going to make you bored actually. It's not like doesn't make you. So you see that is how soft, you can see, very nice and soft, tendery. And let's taste. It's nice actually. Nice and good combination of flour, salt, everything is there, and the taste is not so like so gluttery or rubbery or something. It's nice. So the combination, combining everything is well good actually. I hope that you like this, this kind of small trick to be. I will explain to you now easiest important three tricks. So it will help you to control yourself to where the mistake most majorly happen. Usually when the people make it the product. Important one when you go to making the product. Uh, so if you give proper salt when you're adding that, it's very important. Sugar is little less and doesn't going to make big change, and salt is less, you can a little less or more, it will be change a lot the taste, very well. The secondary things, you cannot add the salt so much in that, so you have to put more flour or water something, the dough taste will change, the recipe will get changed, it doesn't going to collapse. Like it will be collapse, and it doesn't going to bring you in the quality actually what you are expecting. So the recipes must be followed, so it will be help you a lot. And the next important things is that the resting of the dough with covering, that it's very important. Another ways, the crystal layer when you are making the flattening the dough and bringing to the wafer stage, that stage time, spreading time stage will be spoiled actually. See you in another video. This is Chef Tamil again. Subscribe my channel and support me. Bye bye.